attend the 4th largest furry convention in the world. Well, I went for my second time this year at Texas Furry Fiesta 2025, and here are some of my thoughts. We arrived early Friday afternoon to get our badges and to sort of scope out the con before we started filming. By the way, I highly recommend you stay at the host hotel, which is the Sheraton in Dallas, because it makes going around the convention a whole lot easier. And because this is downtown Dallas, it also made parking a lot easier. Okay, so we just got our badges and walked around the entire Artist Alley and Dealer's Hall just because we wanted to see if we needed to buy anything. We did. But anyways, it's like super hot in this hotel, and I'm not sure if that's like an issue with the AC or what, because I remember when we came here last year, it was pretty cold all throughout the convention center and the hotel as well. So I hope that the heat isn't an issue, because I'm about to go downstairs and fursuit for the first time, and I'm already sweating in just a dress. So, yay. So this is my first time fursuiting, and honestly, I'm having a really good time. I'm very hot, and I think it's only been around like 10-15 minutes of me having the head and hand paws on. I'm still really shy with the fursuit head on. Like, I'm trying to ask for interviews from people, and it's very hard to find people that I have enough courage to ask. But I think that's just something that I have to get over, and maybe the fursuit can help with that a little bit. Hi, Editing Sky here. This did not happen at all because I was too shy to ask anyone for interviews. However, this allowed me to really get to know and talk to some of the furries and people that I met here, so I would just recommend just coming out of your shell and giving people a chance. So this is Friday night. We're gonna go see if we can find any furries to interview, and if not, we're gonna go check out some really cool fursuits and some of the nightlife and just kind of vibe it out. I think Friday night at TFF is one of my favorite nights to attend because it's still not super crowded, yet everyone there is so excited to be there. At this point, I had been suiting for quite a bit and I was getting a little bit tired, so it was time to head up to the hotel room. Which, if you know, the elevator line was the biggest line at TFF. We didn't stay at the host hotel last year at TFF, so I truly never got to understand the elevator lines for last year, but this year it was absolutely crazy. I swear, every time we stood in line to go up to the room, it was around 15 minutes of waiting. But luckily, if you were in fursuit or ADA, you could get on the elevators before other people, which was very kind. I also highly recommend bringing your own food and snacks to eat in your hotel room to save money. This is about survival, okay? After we enjoyed our questionable spaghetti, we went ahead and enjoyed the nightlife of Texas Furry Fiesta. Nobody knows how to throw a rave better than a furry. Alright, so it is day 2 at TFF, and it's currently 10:45 in the morning, and the line behind me here at Dealer's Den is already super duper insane. It just goes to show you that how busy Saturday is compared to Friday, because I swear I've already seen like twice the amount of people, and we just came down from the hotel room. I'm gonna try and be in suit all day, but luckily I can take this off easily if I need to. Anyways, let's go ahead and hit Dealer's Den. So I don't know if this is the thing for all furry conventions, but here at TFF, the Dealer's Den and the Artist Alley are pretty separate. So the Artist Alley is actually a lottery-based system. So artists will show up in the morning and determine if they have a spot to sell at. However, here in the Dealer's Den, it's all weekend event. So the people that are signed up here will be here all weekend. However, the artists out in the Artist Alley will be rotating throughout the week. There are some really unique artists here, so I implore y'all to go check out the Dealer's Den or Artist Alley, even if you just want to browse. I like to usually make my buying rounds on Friday and then swing back around again on Sunday to see what else is here. And I will say there is a lot of artists here in the Dealer's Den and the Artist Alley that are sold out of so many things. So if you want to go shopping at a furry con, make sure you hit it up around Friday so that you don't miss out on anything that you might love. All right, well, let's go enjoy our Dealer's Den. Shopping and perhaps a little bit in debt, I would suggest heading over to the Sky Bridge between the Sheraton and the Marriott. I absolutely love this location and the locations around TFF because they are just so serene and pretty, and you can take so many wonderful photos. Or if you're more of a people watcher, you can just sit down and enjoy. Even if TFF is the 4th largest furry convention in the world, it still doesn't feel crowded. There are spaces like these and all across the hotel and convention center that are spaced out, empty, and pretty calming. So if you're an introvert like me, they're perfect. All right, everyone, it is Saturday night at TFF and the drag show is going to start here in a bit. So that's why everyone is down here and meeting each other. Saturday night is probably like the busiest part of TFF, and so I wanted to get some footage of all of the amazing fursuits we have around here, as well as tell you about some of the fun stuff. I will say, you will never be bored at TFF. There's always panels going on, meet and greets, and just general good vibes happening. And I really only waited in 2 lines the entire con. One was for the elevators, of course, and the next was for the drag show. That's pretty good if you ask me. And of course, it wouldn't be a furry convention without the furries. The furries here at TFF are some of the most kindest, most coolest, and most amazing that I've ever seen, and I'm so happy to be back again, and one of them. As an introvert myself, I was a little bit intimidated by the size of the crowd here at TFF. However, once I started talking to furries about their personas, what they like to do, I soon found that we had a lot in common. So if you're going with a big group of friends or hanging out solo, TFF is a great way to meet friends, old and new. Other con would you consider a leaf blower a holy grail? Hello, thank y'all all so much for watching to this point, and I hope you enjoyed. I'm upset that I wasn't able to garner the courage for interviews this year, but hey, I'm attending Texas Furry Siesta this year, so I just want to thank y'all for all the support on the last videos about me making the fursuit head, my fursona, and TFF vlog last year. It's really been a very welcome intro into the community. If you're on the fence of attending Texas Furry Fiesta next year, let me just say, do it! It has truly been life-changing for me, considering that I did become a furry after attending. So,